y'all. So we're back here at the Mustang after having gotten the rear brakes done yesterday, or mostly done. We didn't get them bled, so we're gonna have to do that again, but we do have the rear wheels spinning freely, and so today I'm hoping to get into the water pump. We're gonna get in and see how that works. I'm gonna check it out. I'm a little nervous about it, to be honest with you, because I'm afraid I'm going to break something off. Anyway, we'll check. We may not get it. We've got to get the thermostat back in regardless. So we got a couple of things to do. So let's take a look here. This is what we were doing yesterday. You can kind of see here, if I can get the wheel, show you. It's spinning freely. So we got that working on the rear, so that's a good thing. And then, like I said, we've been spraying our penetrating oil down in here. You can kind of see there's the water pump, the housing for where the thermostat goes and whatnot. So I'm going to take a look at the old or the new water pump, make sure it's got everything on there before I start pulling this one off, whatnot. We're also going to have to go get some new bolts for the thermostat housing. So that's what we're going to get started on today, and I'll keep you posted as we go along. Okay, so as we're getting started, I put some more penetrating oil up there on the bolts for the water pump if we have to remove it. So got some new parts in here from CJ Pony Parts. Got a battery holder because we don't have anything holding the battery up there on the tray, and if we go to drive this, we definitely want the battery staying put. This is our new water pump, and here is our thermostat housing. So open up these boxes and let's take a look and see. Okay, so here we have our new water pump, nice and shiny. I do notice it does not have that connector on there, so we're gonna have to get that one out. We'll think on that one for a second. But it does come with a new gasket in there, so that's nice. Let's see if I can feel the gasket. I think it's a thick paper type gasket, but it'll work. And then over here we have our new thermostat housing. Pull it out, take a look at it. It looks pretty good. I'm not sure what that other hole is. Mine didn't have that, but it does come down there. You can see at the bottom there's a plug as well as a gasket too. So we got good gaskets on that. So I mentioned we have a radiator to put in too. So anyway, we're going to get looking at this and see what we think. Okay, I'm very happy to report. Looks like the bolts on this water pump housing or water pump are coming out pretty easy. I got the first bolt out, which was the one that goes right there, and it came out. All the others, this one up here, and then there's one back down there that are coming out, and even where the heater core hose hooked in there came right out. So that penetrating oil letting it soak overnight seems to really have done the trick. I didn't even have to use heat. So yay, very good. Now I just have to clean these suckers up after I get this off. So now I got to remove those 3 bolts and keep on going. Okay, so I got all the bolts out. Here's something, since I've never done a water pump before. Yeah, all the coolant in the engine is going to start draining out. I didn't think about that. I should have, because the water pump is what moves the coolant. So make sure you have something underneath to catch it all. Luckily I did. But yeah, if you're ever doing this yourself, just keep that in mind. It, again, should be a no-brainer, but well, apparently I have no brains. So anyway, now I got to get this thing off. It's pretty well stuck on there, so this should be a bit challenging. Not sure. Well, anyway, we'll get it figured out and get it pulled. Okay, so we have it out now. It took a little bit of prying and beating on it, but it came out. Ooh, that looks like some nasty stuff up in there. So anyway, you can see that, and then here, this is the old pump that came out. Yeah, you can see it's kind of grody. Definitely some rust and stuff. So Not as bad as I thought it could have been, but still not great. So we'll get to working on the new one now. But first things first, I got to go down there and clean where the old gasket was, clean it off, scrape it off, and kind of go from there. Okay, so we're kind of done for the day. Thanks to Nathaniel Keith for helping. But as you see, she's running again. I got the new thermostat housing in there, and let's see if we can get around. You can see up there the new water pump, new hoses. One thing I couldn't get was the new radiator. It didn't fit. So, but she's back to running again, cranked right up, no problems. I did try to put her in gear. I did check the transmission fluid and it was about out, but put 2 quarts in and that still wasn't apparently enough, because when I put it in gear it clunked down and didn't work. So I didn't get around to bleeding the brakes or doing the front brakes here, because it took a bit to get the front end done. But you can see she's running within normal temperature ranges there. Very good, very good. See, I don't know if you can see the light that's on in that instrument cluster. Our radio, let's see if I can get some music to play on here. 101.5 I think is the, oops, no, maybe it's 100.5. I don't remember what it is. No, okay, anyway. So we got her running again. Seems to be running nice and cool the way we like it.
You're focusing on the road.
Yeah, there we go. Oops. Back to...
It's a tiny square that's covered.
There we go. Radio's working. So, anyway, good progress. We'll keep her going. Don't know when the next weekend will be here, but again, making some good progress. Very happy with it so far. Always more to do, and of course, it only takes money and time. So, feel free, please donate to our GoFundMe page, which we'll link in the description below, or try to buy some neat t-shirts, hoodies, or whatnot from our merch store through Cafe Press, which says I helped save this Mustang, or this Stang, for the Save the Stang group. So, with that, till the next video, see y'all later. Okay, folks, I'm not sure if you can see me because I'm holding this backwards, but I know I said I was done with the video and whatnot, but I did want to show y'all something. If you ever want to know if you got a cracked head or something like that in your engine, you can tell that often by how your oil looks. And if your oil looks anything like that, that brown soupy mess, that's an indication you have a cracked head. Now I should say we don't have a cracked head on the Mustang, and I know that because all the oil stuff I actually got out was clean. That's just because in draining stuff out and replacing stuff, oil and coolant mixed up and whatnot. So that didn't actually come out of the car that way. So the other thing I'm very happy to report is that the car itself has been running for about 30 minutes or so. And I'm going to show you in here. Again, temperature, looks like I'm getting some, if you can see that, is right where it needs to be. So, very excited about that. We're getting closer. We're getting really close now. So, please, donate, give us some money. We'd appreciate it so we can get this old girl back on the road. Like to have